Gimana aku? Well, hello. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Balik lagi pada saya ManMenAja. Kali ini kita akan bermain Genshin Impact lagi ya guys ya. Mana nih ya? Lagi ngumpul di promo game untuk Nahida lagi nih. Oh iya, ini belum sentuh. Wow, udah full aja. If we never try. Udah full kan? Duhai, duhai.
This realm is
Udah level berapa nih ya? Salah. Level berapa udah? Udah full belum tadi? Astaga. Kayaknya belum ada yang full sih. Kita beli. Oke. Mana yang baru ya? Aduh. Alah, terbuat. Ayo udahlah. Oke.
if you ever
Bacot penguin. Kita pergi ke sini dulu. Sabar dulu, ambil dulu semuanya baru tanam. Asal-asal tanam aja lah. Dah. Baru terlanjut Archon quest. Kita kemana sih? Daily aja belum kerjain. Ntar WC ntar.
respect must be given to the will of every creature. Each fish in the ocean swims in its own direction.
Tuh pula Naida.
Let's move out.
Biar ada pengganti koli. Apa-apa-apa-pam. kena dong. Sini lu. Nah kan. Selesaikan dulu lah tanggung ya. Sebelum lanjut Archon quest. Itu di mana? Lagi di atas ya? Astaga. Dah. Ada emang sini di bawah tanah kayaknya, di bawah tanah nih. Ada soalnya di sini. Duh, malas ke bawah lagi. Jangan situ. Ya kan? Betul saya, betul. Ini ke jamur. Jamur tadi. Sendiri gimana ya? Gak apalah. Meledak. Kena efek biji meledak.
Allow me. Positions. Spring forth. Ha! All eyes on me.
Itu mati sih. Wow. Ya kan? I know it. I know it. I know it. Di sini baru Archon quest. Meledak semua, meledak. hilang gimang. Mana ya Nara satu lagi? Mana ada sembunyi? Dah, ada Archon quest. Astaga, berarti harus selesaikan quest Nilo dulu berarti. Berarti berhubungan sama Nilo ya ceritanya. Halo, siang semua terus ya live streamingnya. Makasih ya Bang Exclair, makasih udah berkunjung ya. Makasih udah mampir. Selesaikan quest Nilo dulu berarti baru bisa lanjut nih questnya. Mana sih dia? Gua gak punya, naida gua merah. Untuk apa di review naida gua merah kok? Oh, 40% dah. Naida lu kenapa sih? Mana? Nah, pakai diput aja. Pakai diput lah, diput. Lebih bagus diput. Ya dong, nahidaku merah. Saya sini lo dulu baru bisa jalan Archon quest rupanya.
Oh, well if it isn't Nilu.
Enggak, udah ada MC-nya pakai diput. Oh, oke.
Greetings, Mr. Jute. Do you still have any food that's ready to go?
Nanti gua akhir pertengahan bulan dia dapat nih naida si bocil ungu pula. Si bocil hijau. Sabar aja ya. Udah kan siap
Of
saji.
course I do. I've heard that Zubair Theater is hosting a celebration event, so I've reserved some food for you in advance. Although, it looks like you're gonna need 2 more portions.
Tawa Lanjut.
Please allow me to introduce them. This is the traveler, a
Traveler.
very experienced adventurer. And this is
Pengalaman
Paimon,
ya guys ya.
her super reliable guide and helper. No. Paimon is... hold on.
Ini Paimon nggak salah.
Look, traveler, she introduced Paimon correctly.
Don't underestimate Nilu. She always remembers every last little detail about everyone, even if it sounds completely
Top
trivial.
up, kau udah top up di blessing.
Also very brave. Just a little while
Apa itu,
ago,
apa lagi?
she saved my precious spices from the jaws of a sumpter beast.
Don't think anything of it. I just help out when I can because everyone else takes such good care of me.
Baiknya nih lo.
Anyway,
Untung aku gacha
sorry
nih lo.
to get off topic. We're in a bit of a hurry. Mr. Jute, did you say you didn't reserve enough food?
I was joking. Anyone who runs a business knows to keep some extra stock. After all,
Kan udah ada
orders
GC-nya
change all
dari
the
blessing
time.
kan ada GC. Ngapain lagi ya guys ya?
That reminds me. It seems that these friends of yours aren't from here. Have
Apa
they ever
tuh?
tried any delicious tachin?
Ooh, what a fantastic idea! Mr.
Cantik
Jute,
kali
did
Nilonya.
you make
Untung
the
aku punya
batch
Nilo.
recently? Tachin is a mixture of rice and meat that's baked into a cake-like shape. Mr. Jute adds special spices into his. Its aroma is just so wonderfully
Slow
delicious.
aja dapat atau nanti
If
tuh
you ever
bocil
see
hijau.
kids crowding all around Mr. Jute's place, you know he's baking up a storm.
But is it
Tertawa
really
Jut.
just for the kids? Don't you often follow them in too?
I just can't help myself.
Ah, kenapa lemas?
We're 2 peas in a pod.
Enggak ah, perasaan biasa aja.
Some good food.
Memang lemas ya?
Wait here. I'll bring some over.
Ngantuk mungkin. Oh.
Whoa, what a dish! It's sweet and sour and full of deliciousness. Paimon can't eat it fast enough. No matter how many times I eat it,
Meski
it's
udah
still
makan
so
berapa kali.
delicious.
I wouldn't have offered it as a treat if I wasn't confident in the taste.
Ya emang suara gua itu ya, agak ini ya. Agak lemas ya. Kok gitu ya? Nggak tahu lah. Kenapa ya? Mungkin cuaca mungkin ya.
I baked a lot just now.
Jumpa
It's
banyak
all
barisan dan
packaged and
semua
ready
sudah
for you to
dibungkus dan
take
siap
back
dibawa
to the
pulang oleh
theater.
kalian ke teater. Gue kira lu nggak enak badan. Makasih udah perhatian Narataki. Wow, aku tersentuh.
You made so much.
Kamu buat terlalu
Is
banyak.
it really okay to
Jadi boleh
take them all?
semuanya. Ya boleh dong tuh Nilo.
It was nothing. Making 1 serving or 100 servings is all the same to me. If anything, I should be thanking you for helping me clear my inventory. Don't worry
Ya dong
about it.
bayar dong.
What kind of person would I be if I made you pay for a treat?
Ya juga ya, bahaya juga Jut nih.
Make sure you got everything.
Ayo bangki.
Feel free to come back anytime.
Oke.
I'm starting to understand how you got so many things.
Absin, Tahcin.
Yeah.
Nilu, good timing. I have
Nih
the
lo, good
textiles you
timing.
ordered. If you took any longer, the sumpter beasts might have gobbled them up.
You and your jokes.
Kamu bisa aja bercandanya.
Sumpter beasts won't eat those kinds of things, Mr. Offsheen.
Tuan Asin. Lah, lembut kali suara Nilonya.
Jude said that some sumpter beasts ate his spices. Were they yours?
Oh, yeah, really sorry about that. Nilu, if it weren't for you, I would have lost half of my profits that month.
Trying to pull anything out of a sumpter beast's mouth is like playing a game of tug-of-war. So they really do eat anything, huh?
Tidak, mereka bekerja selamakan Paimon punya kesamaan dengan Sumpter Beast.
What's that supposed to mean?
Come now. You know, sumpter beasts sometimes eat not because they're hungry, but
Oh,
because they like
gitu.
gnawing on things. The textiles you ordered are highly durable and woven from the finest thread.
Barang terbaik.
So even if a sumpter beast got snacky, it'd still have to chomp on it for a full day.
Oh gitu.
You've tested this before?
Kamu udah pernah coba?
But of course, how else could I be so trustworthy? Well, that one time was an accident. I
Gitu.
wouldn't dare experiment with such a precious product.
Apa iya Absin?
True. It does sound like some good fabric.
Ho ho, have I piqued your interest?
Bang,
You
facecam
want to
kapan
buy
bang?
some? Now's a
Nanti
good
kalau udah
time.
1000 subscriber.
Buy 2 bolts and get 20% off.
Kalau 1000 subscriber aku facecam nanti ya. Belum beli juga kameranya. Oh, apa kamu tadi kamu beli sekarang? Wow, dapat diskon.
That's a pretty good discount. What do you think, traveler?
Salah nih, traveler harus ini.
No thanks, Mr. Offsheen.
Apa dia salah ngomong ya?
That kind of tactic on her. Look, you've already sucked her in. Tactic?
Taktik.
So you mean everything he just said to Paimon was a lie? I wouldn't go that far. It's just that Mr. Offsheen is really good at spinning stories. A word from him, and you'll find yourself buying things you don't actually need.
Kok ini lucu kali ya?
Mr. Zubair gave me a huge lecture the last time I bought too many things.
Dang tak boleh menggunakan taktik manipulatif.
Come on.
Marah
don't look
traveler.
at me like that. All she got was a talking to from Zubair, while I was nearly fed head first to the sumpter beasts. My philosophy is that stories
Tak boleh
give
lihat pada barang
value
dagangan.
to merchandise. That's why my business started with such a boom.
Wow.
Our Nilu here is an extraordinarily good listener. Back then, she believed anything I said. After a while, I began to feel guilty selling things to her because of how happy she looked.
Rupanya masih ada rasa
She
bersalah
enjoyed
rupanya
the
ya.
stories, and I, the Mora, I knew she didn't need to buy that much.
Kapan Nilo dan kasihan BJC gua kepake? Makanya di gacha Nilo.
Anyway,
Siapa
since
suruh nggak
then,
gacha Nilo?
I've come to realize 2 things.
Lihat gua dapat sama
One,
senjatanya.
stories should just be a means instead of an end. And 2, that there's more to business.
It's okay.
It's okay. Lah lembutnya suara
There's no
Nilonya
need to
tuh.
dig up the past.
Lihat tuh penampilannya. Kurang bagus, kurang cantik apa lagi guys ya.
That reminds me. Some of the goods from my latest shipment aren't in the best condition. They're fine for general use, but my customers have high standards, and I don't have the time or resources to find new buyers right now.
Ini baru sekarang.
Nilu, why don't you take them?
Apa tuh barang apa tuh? Tss.
Huh? No, I can't do that.
Just think of it as a favor for me, all right? The theater can use them for props and whatnot.
Kenapa gue nggak dapat signature Nilo aja bang daripada BJC? Ya nggak tahu kok, tanya saya.
It costs me more
Orang lain
to
juga
store or
memakan biaya
ship,
lu simpan.
so I'm just losing money every day continuing to hold on to them.
Even so, let me buy them at market value.
Tapi nggak apa-apa sih, alhamdulillah aku nggak pernah kalah rate of the weapon banner. Wow, kamu keren. Mama kamu pasti bangga Arataki. Canda. Mereka satu dengan harga pasar.
Nah, these goods are hard movers. Besides, if I let you pay, wouldn't it mean that I'm just using stories to sell my goods again?
Nanti dikasih Amos Bow nangis. Nanti dikasih pedang biru nangis. Makan cerita aku tuh jauh
Just
bagus lagi.
take them.
Anda
If you really feel that
mereka.
bad about it, give me some theater tickets later.
Oke.
Oh, yeah, you should also take some while you're at it. Adventurers are always in need of materials, right?
Oh, ngambek deh rupanya kayak.
Wow, even we get a share of this?
Hurry and take it. Just looking at it all is giving me a headache. Thanks for the huge favor.
Oh, udah dapat.
There's still one more store.
Kok lu hoki ya?
Are you alright holding on to that much stuff?
Mani lo ya.
Why don't you lend a hand? She must be tired. If Paimon were to refuse, would you then think less of Paimon than he would of your piece?
About time, Nilu. Farhad here was snooping around your props.
Padahal itu perlengkapanmu. Farhad Abbas. Amos Bow WGS sama Aquila. Anjay. Nanti dikasih tombak hijau nangis. Akhirnya kamu datang nih lo. Farhad sedang mengintip perlengkapanmu.
Please, I was only looking at them to get a better idea of what your new show may be about.
Wouldn't spoiling yourself just ruin all the fun?
Yeah, please wait for our official performance.
Iya, tunggunya ini
These two
performan
look familiar.
Nilo.
I think I've seen them before. Weren't they at the Sub-Zerus festival?
Iya dong.
Yeah, and they're coming to
Oh ya, aku baru sadar kita nggak pakai
celebration
ini lagi, nggak pakai Akasa Terminal lagi. Lihat nih, tadi dilepas orang nih. Gara-gara Archon Quest dilepasnya.
Oh, the more folks the merrier. I was actually just talking to
Orang kan
Farhad
masih
about
pakai
also
semua nih.
stopping by tonight.
Oh yes, please do. I'm sure Miss Raykar and Miss Nadja would also love to have a chat with the two of you.
We even prepared a
Kamu
small
kan
gift.
sih dia.
Let me show
Dia
it to
kecil.
you.
Nih aku sih lihat.
Ta-da! It's a flower wreath.
Wow,
I
semua
really
mencintai
think we should wear
Nilo.
some of these to give the event a more celebratory feel.
Semua suka sama Nilo, makanya gacha Nilo ya guys ya.
It's beautiful.
Did you make it? Astaga, mukanya agak cocok anjir.
Farhad did most of the work. What a surprise, huh? He actually knows a lot about crafts.
That is pretty surprising.
Hey, why can't I have a little side hobby? I worked really hard on
Badan
it.
kekar tapi hati Hello Kitty guys ya.
I know. I watched you make it. I wasn't making fun of you. All right. Why don't you also try some on? We've got some wreaths in your size.
Oh, lah traveler tambah cantik. Untuk milih Lumine.
It's perfectly. They're so pretty. Is there one that Paimon can wear?
Paimon bisa pakai enggak?
Unfortunately, we
Habis
already
dong.
gave out all the child-sized ones. I wasn't expecting the theater to invite such a fascinating
Paimon
guest.
selalu nggak beruntung.
Fascinating. Huh. That sounds kind of weird, but Paimon will let it slide.
Oh, you all sure got a lot of stuff there. Let me help you carry some. I'm a porter by trade, so this is what I'm best at.
Wow.
That'd be great. Please and thank you.
Muka Lumine. Kamu nggak bantu.
But we have a pro now. Thanks for the help, Mr. Farhad. But let me make one thing clear first. Don't try to ask about what's in the new show.
Oke.
Otherwise, I may not be able to hold back Mr. Zubair this time.
PJC 2 biji, Calamity lagi floating dream sama Skyward Blade. Kalau ya Skyward Blade gue dapatnya barengan sama Calamity bang. Bisa pakai Skyward Blade langsung dapat Calamity. Anjay. Hoki banget lu di game
You're
anjir.
so obvious that even Nilu saw right through you.
Shut it. Fine. It's not like
Lo hoki
I
kali
can get on
berarti
his
di
bad
ini
side
anjir.
either,
Di banner senjata hoki kali kayak teman gua berarti.
including Hushang's things, though. We'll each need to carry a box if we want to move
Okay,
everything in one trip. Even my strength has its
Tuh,
limits.
siapin Primo Game untuk sekarang musim bisa terbang deh tuh. Di league-nya. Jadi nggak perlu manjat-manjat lagi,
Paimon
tinggal
looks like
terbang.
he doesn't want to, so I'll... Although I may not appear super strong at first glance, I actually do a lot of strength training on the regular. Strength
Wow,
and
ini loh.
balance are both really important for a dancer. No, let Paimon. Paimon will help carry things.
Ah, sadar diri lupa Paimon.
Traveler's right. Paimon shouldn't free.
Paimon kebelakang kayak gratis. Makanya dia open banner hoki banget, tapi benar bukan prioritas kayak itu sini open banner. Mending karakter baru daripada senjata. Nggak juga sih, ada plus minusnya. Senjata juga bagus. Kayak aku karena mentingkan karakter, senjataku kurang jadinya. Senjata bertelimaku dikit.
Paimon's good to keep going. But Paimon
Kenapa bisa gratis di dunia ini?
say there's no such thing.
Kayaknya aku nanti selanjutnya kapan lah full gacha di banner senjata aja lah.
Looking forward to the event later.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
Thank you, Mr. Farhad.
You Sumter man.
Pening Paimon.
Paimon's definitely going to eat it all back later.
All right, I'll leave you all to it.
Dikit cuman. Berapa ya? Dikit cuman B5 gua. 8 kayak. Raiden, Nilo, PJWS 2, Amosbo 2. Berapa udah 6. Skyward Blade 1. Skyward Claymore 1, 7. Apa lagi ya? Aquila Favonia 1, 8 berarti cuman.
See ya. Good
See
thing
ya.
we had Mr. Farhad with us.
8 berarti
Or else
cuman.
That would have taken way longer.
Masa di sini nggak bagus.
Of course. Because everyone's working here together. We're all like neighbors. So we're always helping each other out. It's easy to forget that everyone's running a business.
Gue cuma nunggu ini sih, nunggu Raiden ini. Banner Raiden mau gacha Raiden C2.
With this
Biar
many
meledak-meledak
freebies
musuhnya.
being thrown at you, you probably don't need to work. I felt so guilty at first. Like I always owed someone something. I was always thinking of ways to repay others. Later on, I realized that it's actually like what Mr. Afshin said. By taking the freebies, I was helping everyone out and saving them money. When you order the wrong item or make too much of something, sometimes the best way to maximize the value of those goods is to give them away.
Kayaknya pada orang lain.
That's why there's no need to stress over the freebies. All of us repay others by helping them when they need it. Oh, that actually makes a lot of sense.
Masuk akal
This
juga.
has become our norm, and no one keeps track of the back and forth anymore. So really, don't worry about it.
Oke nih lo.
Alright. I have to bring all this to Mr. Zubair.
Next mau gue
to
gacha
get a
WP
bit of
benar
help.
gue emang itu. Kalau gue terbalik, gue mau gacha ini. Kecuali gue cuman pengen Nahida sama ini sih. Nahida sama siapa? Sama Dehya sih. Ala hitam. 3 itu gue pengen.
Feel free to hang out here for a bit. It'd be nice if you could also get to know some
Dehya
other
gue
people at the
pasti
theater.
full sih. Kami yakin berbantuan.
Mr.
Tidak,
Zubair's
dia bersama
really on top of
hebat.
everything. You two are our guests. So please, just relax and look forward to the celebration.
Anjay, kita tamu guys.
Wow, the atmosphere here is so nice. Hey there.
A newcomer.
Oh, di
Doesn't
kamar.
look too bright.
Anjing.
Hey.
Ngomong,
Judging a
mulut,
book
mulut.
by its cover.
You, on the other hand,
Orang spesial.
you're a special one. How would you describe the concept of art?
Seni.
Mere curiosity is all. It makes no difference whether you answer or not.
Sini adalah ekspresi dari ide estetika
So
kita.
that's what you think, Unremarkable. Better than an average person's thoughts, but nothing exceptional.
Paimon ngambek.
Is art a product that we create and bring forth? Or is it a naturally existing resource? I, for one, believe it to be the latter.
Paimon doesn't follow.
I've been staying here for a long time. On occasion, I'd assist them in penning lines of dialogue, but most of my time I just stand back and watch.
I prefer to abstain from writing as it spoils the viewing experience. The existence of the theater, of Nilu, and of humanity itself. All of these can be considered as forms of art.
How does that have anything to do with us?
Let me ask you this. What do you think is the meaning of art? I suppose that question was a little too difficult for you. To chance upon a spark of inspiration. I have been closely observing you, the players on the stage, and those watching in the audience.
Bacotnya Kasani nih.
Art is already all around us.
Seni bacot udah kayak Squidward kau anjir. Ngomong nih. Siapa nih? Inayah.
Hello.
Halo Inayah.
What? Who are you? You can't just go on the stage as you please.
Kami datang sama Nilo.
I see. Sorry for my overreaction. I'm just, making a prop. No time for chit-chat.
Is that embroidery?
No. Well, yes, but not really. It's a prop. It's just, some fabric. An ordinary piece of fabric that we use in a... sorry. I really do need to focus and start working on it.
What an oddball. Is prop making? Oh well, it's none of our...
Pergi. Rehar.
Hey there, I saw you two helping Nilu move some stuff. Are you two also here for the celebration event?
You got it!
My name is Raykar. Nadia and I are this theater's prop engineers. I also help out with some other tasks like housekeeping. The little ones causing a ruckus are my children, Soreen and Abi. I hope they aren't bothering you.
Jagalah anakmu, oi.
They always get really excited every time we hold celebration event. Yes, they are. Everyone here takes great care
Wow,
of
kau
them.
masih bangga sekali,
There's
Rehar.
good work here, the pay's always on time, and Nilu and the others will often volunteer to play with the kids. I'm quite content with this current way of life.
Do you mean your life wasn't nearly as good before?
Paimon. Omongan tuh
It's
dijaga,
all right.
Paimon.
It's all water under the bridge now. My husband and I were both adventurers, but he passed away from an accident. Material struggles can always be overcome, but ever since then, I haven't been able to spend much of my energy on anything else. But I still consider myself lucky. Mr. Zubair has helped.
Sorry for bringing up such sad memories.
Setelah Paimon mulut, jaga ya.
Oh, it's all right. I don't mind.
Tuh dia baik.
Once the event starts, you'll be able to see for yourself the kind of atmosphere I was.
Look, Milu's back! Let's meet up with her. The event's probably about to start.
Ini sekarang ngebug. Ngebugnya kesini harus balik lagi. Mana sih? Tiba-tiba ada hal hitam sama Chainu.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go? Any luck with your
Gimana?
missions?
Musiknya lancar semua.
Let's report back one by one. I'll start first.
Oke.
We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition, the props required are also ready.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit complicated, but we found Tainari.
Dia luka gitu.
Fortunately, he was wounded during a fight.
Who is behind it?
Bertempur lawan siapa? Marah Chainu.
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui?
Jawab
Or
apaan? Berarti
Baldir?
belum hadir. Dia beladir sih lebih benar.
After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezhnaya. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also, Tainari's already resting, so he'll be okay.
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this message.
Telah
Trust
insting
your
dan
own
pengalaman sendiri.
senses and experiences.
All right. I'll remember that.
Oke.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived at their destination by now. To avoid alerting the quarry, they will stay there for now.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into Sumeru City.
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team, as well as their bold strategy.
Oh,
appears to have been very
puji doa
effective.
Rahman.
I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Huh? Wait, you mean
Gitu
that's
doang.
it?
Well, what else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement? You know, to fire us
Pertama
up
semangat
now?
gitu.
Personally, I'd rather we all go home and get some rest.
I'll hate them, you...
Kamu itu ya.
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize
Bukan
and not
memimpin.
to lead.
Betul juga.
So you should find someone more suitable to do that.
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great speakers.
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that.
Sekretaris.
So what?
Berkelahi
I'm
dong.
responsible for recording meetings, not speaking.
Fine, whatever.
Berkelahi dong.
Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that leaves it to my...
Ya,
Employer?
me the boss.
Yep, the Traveler hired me.
Iya bayar pakai senyum.
That's right. So come on, boss. What do you have to say for the team?
Yeah, say something to boost morale.
Bentar mikir dulu.
What are you all doing here?
Nah, suara Nilo.
Oh, it's Nilu.
Stilu.
Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you, am I?
Not at all. I was actually just about to go find you.
Judging from the group and all your serious faces, you were discussing something important, weren't you? But you also look like you're up to no
Kayak
good.
mau melakukan hal buruk.
Seems pretty interesting.
Kok bisa dibacanya anjir?
Welcome, Nilu.
Bisa
Would
dibaca
you like
Nilo.
to join us?
Huh? Join you?
Cantik kali Nilo ya anjir, anjir.
You also want to discuss something important with me?
Yes, something very important. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the upcoming days?
Anjay.
Wait,
Lah seriusan aja
seriously
aku.
inviting me? I can't believe my ears.
Orang Semeru
You're
paling berani
truly the
jagoan
bravest
praktum.
and most passionate people of Sumeru, well, that I've ever met.
Paimon.
Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not from Sumeru, but you are awesome as well. That's right. I must admit that I'm a little scared, but I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I
Anjir,
can somehow
gabung
use
Nilo.
my abilities to help you, then count me in.
Remember, believe in yourself.
Ya,
Okay.
saya pada diri
I'll
sendiri.
get my friends at the Grand Bazaar to help us tomorrow.
Just remember not to say too much. Be discreet.
Yep, you got it.
Oke.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude this meeting?
Baiklah, besok kita selamatkan dewa.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say,
Kita mau apa,
boss?
bos?
Yep, it's a grand plan and we're all super awesome.
Gitulah maka dari itu. Dan cowok selamat malam semuanya tidur hanya.
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation
Aduh deh ya,
can be
deh
the
ya.
difference between success and failure.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself
Damai dan
recently.
tenang.
It's been nice and quiet.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow. Okay, so I guess that means it's time to say goodnight now.
Cantik kali nih lo ya asli.
Good night, everyone!
Dadah. Selamat beristirahat Nilo. Bentar. Mana Nilo tadi? Selesaikan dulu satu requestnya. Tanggung. Biar nggak ada lagi halang-halangan waktu ini.
Sorry for the wait. Preparations for the celebration are finally done. I'll call everyone over, and then we can start.
Oke.
Let us give you a hand. Thank you. Maybe we really should have
Rame,
prepared
coy.
a gift. Then we could also be a part of the exchange. As it is, all we can do is wait and watch.
Maybe we shouldn't do this after all. I didn't do that great of a job, and who would even like it?
Oh, don't think like that. Remember our promise? We're going to give everyone a pleasant surprise.
Positif kali anjir
And
Nilu.
besides, you've never attended a celebration event before, so this will be a great opportunity. Everyone will love you.
Everyone will love you.
I'm still not really sure about this.
There's nothing to be worried about. Just take a step forward and give yourself a chance. There aren't any scary people here, right?
Right.
Huh.
No comment lah ngeliat Nilu anjir.
Maybe this will help. Everyone,
Adem kali ngeliat Nilu tuh.
Inaya has something great to tell you all.
Wait! I've already said that I'm not ready yet. What should I say?
Take it easy and relax.
Santai.
Deep breath in and out. Once you've taken a long exhale, calmly tell everyone what you want to say. If you don't say anything, then all the hard work we put into embroidery practice would have gone to waste.
Using it as a gift, though? It really isn't that good.
So when Inaya was talking about making a prop, she was actually preparing a present. Yeah, it feels like she still doesn't really see herself as part of this community. But it looks like Nilu's trying to ease her through. Actually, Inaya had prepared a special present for everyone before the celebration kicked off.
Anjay.
Woohoo!
Bocil.
We're gonna get our first present from Miss Inaya!
Pipe down! The louder you all are, the more nervous she'll become.
Ngegas dong
You've worked on
si
it for
Jubair.
so long, so have some confidence. Don't be afraid.
You've got this.
Is Mr. Zubair here?
Is Mr. Jubair here?
Sheikh Zubair, this is an urgent notice from the academia. This celebration, or whatever it is,
Oh,
must stop
sibuknya
at
Kos
once.
Harip.
What a condescending guy. What's his deal?
Since Zubair Theater has long violated the academia's policies and orders, we have decided to demolish it. As its manager, you must halt all operations and dismiss all staff members within 30 days, after which you will report to the academia for
And
further
you're not-
punishment.
Why? Why force us to do this all of a sudden?
Little girl, this is not the first time you've been issued a warning.
I didn't hear anything about demolition the last
Betul.
time I asked, and now I suddenly only
Betul, Zubair.
have 30 days? We have more shows planned, but it's impossible to do anything in just 30 days. How am I supposed to explain this to my customers and staff?
That issue is of no concern to me, Mr. Zubair. You
Anjing
seem
ni
to
anak.
understand the situation quite clearly. Perhaps you can reflect on the reasons why you have failed to prepare for the scenario in advance.
Demolition? Why do they want to demolish this place? The academia has never liked us, and they've never respected our work. To them, what we do is all a waste of time. This isn't the first time they've come by. They had asked us several times in the past to improve the quality of our performances by only putting on shows they consider to be sufficiently intellectual. But our audience isn't the academia. It's the people of the Grand Bazaar. If our shows are too difficult to understand or too removed from everyday life, nobody would watch them anymore. Changing our content would not only mean turning our backs on our vision, it would also directly lead to the loss of our livelihoods.
Iya,
The
betul.
theater is very important to each and every
Sibuk
one of
kali
us.
akademia nih anjir. Emang.
The way they're doing things is so scummy. But I also don't know how we we can stop them.
I do not wish to explain everything again from the beginning. Time is of the essence, so you should act with haste instead of asking frivolous questions.
But none of us plan to accept this. Such an abrupt notice is contrary to established policy.
Ask whoever you will. The answer will remain the same. We have already given you sufficient notice.
Sarip.
Enough!
Enough.
Does your audacity know no limits, Father?
Oh, bapaknya.
Huh? Father?
Mereka keluarga.
What's academia? This is all because you don't like Zubair Theater. You're just using the Academia's name to threaten us. Let me tell you, even if you manage to tear down this place, nothing is going to change. You've always been awful. But even I never thought my father would sink this low.
This is strictly business. It has nothing to do with where you are, what you do, or what you think. I hope you all have not been irrevocably blinded by folly. I will not waste more time on pointless arguments. Wrap everything up, and make preparations to shut down at once.
Why is he always like that?
This is quite the misfortune, but there's nothing we can do.
Jadi gimana nih?
That's it for today, everyone. Let's clean up. I'll go talk to them again tomorrow.
Aduh,
Storms
ada aja
that come
masalah.
out of the blue are always the hardest to deal with.
Ada aja masalah. Nilo sama Nilo.
Sorry. I invited you thinking this was going to be a happy occasion. I didn't know that things
Kesel
would
lah
turn
orang
out
nih anjir.
like this.
Terlalu tindas akademia bangke itu.
No need to apologize, Nilu. No one could have seen this coming. Paimon just wishes she could have at least gotten to the food. Is what that guy said true? The Academia has already given you many warnings? Yeah, I guess you could say that. They've always seen us as being
Anjir,
meaningless.
nggak berguna dong
Knowledge
katanya.
is king in Sumeru, and their pursuit of it leaves no room for the arts.
Kau ke Mustad atau Liwe kaya kau
There's
udah?
also no reason to go so far as to demolish the theater.
Iya, memang ada hubungan dengan
After
Inaya.
Inaya ran away from home, I brought her here to Zubair Theater. She rarely talks about her family. All I know is that she didn't get along with them. I never expected it to blow up like this. If you did nothing wrong, then there's no reason to listen to the Academia, right?
Harusnya gitu sih.
Who cares? Let's just take him in a fight.
Kita kan nggak sini terus.
That's true. I'll try to think of something. We can't just let everyone suffer in a perpetual state of fear and uncertainty. What to do? What to do?
What to do? What to do?
Can you pretend to shut down, but secretly continue to hold your shows somewhere else? Or we could go through a list of customers and try to see if anyone in there might be willing to help out.
Biar nanti dilaksanakan perdebatan.
Well, scholars do love to use them to solve their problems, but how would that work in this case?
Peran teater memiliki nilai yang lebih tinggi.
If we can prove to Inaya's father that the Academia's position doesn't hold water, then they won't have a reason to demolish the theater. I see. Defeating him in a debate.
Malahkannya lewat debat.
It's a good idea, but which one of us could hope to win against a researcher?
Masuk akal.
Huh? Me?
Aku.
No. I'm the literal worst at arguments. I can't debate.
Debat itu bukan bertengkar.
Nilu, you are only so stressed out right now because you care so much about protecting the theater. This theater holds a special meaning in all of our hearts. It's irreplaceable. But I just don't know. Can I really take on such a huge responsibility?
Aku akan membantumu.
Paimon will help too. You feel a lot more confident after doing some prep work. Believe in yourself. Thanks, you two. Alright, I've decided. Even though I
Kenapa
may
Imbon?
fail, I'll do
Aku
my very
harusnya.
best for everyone's sake.
Salah terus ini translate-nya.
That's our Nilu. We're rooting for you.
Ya, ini loh.
Okay, let's head back and tell everyone what we came up with.
Trying to best the academia in a debate is attempting the impossible. If you really want to try, I won't stop you. It's not like our situation can get any worse.
I don't think it's entirely hopeless. To Sharif, Nilu's approach will come off as naive, but that kind of frankness is exactly what they lack the most. Things might turn out differently from what you expect.
I am in favor of such a romantic feat. No playwright will turn down a compelling underdog story.
Sure, in fiction, but I'm not sure how well that will translate to
Kopinya tuh dah.
reality. I'm not saying that I don't support you, Nilu. If you need my help, just say the word. Anything is better than just standing aside and watching the theater get demolished.
I'm also pitching in. Let's show the academia that we have some fight in us. Thank you, everyone. I feel a lot less nervous with your support.
Not to rain on your parade, but my father is a real hard guy to deal with. He's erudite, meticulous, demanding, and exceedingly familiar with rigorous logic. It'll be extremely difficult to beat him in a debate.
Ya, inilah kita menangkan.
You all already knew that. But you just didn't want to hurt Nilu's feelings.
Enggak
When
juga
all
sih.
said and done, aren't you hurting her just the same?
That's enough, Inaya.
Sorry.
Being skeptical might actually be the more normal response. But I still want to try. I'm reluctant to just let Zubair Theater go.
Ntar ya. Jalan
And
kok.
it's not just me. I think everyone else here feels the same way.
Like streaming tadi.
If we're unhappy, we should speak up and let our voices be heard. Say what's
Betul,
on
harus
your
kan
mind
cara dong.
and do what you think should be done. If we fail after that, then at least we won't have any regrets.
Betul nih lo.
I mean, after all, the only thing we can control right now is our choice at this very moment.
Betul.
I understand what you're trying to say. I also have my own intense feelings of anger and regret.
Then, could I trouble you to tell your father about our plan for a debate? You can still get in touch with your family, right?
Yes, I can.
Then, please help us pass on my request. I've never participated in a debate, and truth be told,
Ini pertama
I'm
kali ya.
still not really confident in myself. But since we've decided on a debate, I'll do my best to prepare for it. I'll gather everyone's thoughts and let them be known to all during the debate. I, by myself, definitely don't have enough wisdom to beat your father. But what about the entire theater combined? Then we should have a chance, right?
Right.
That's right, Miss Nilu! Beat the bad guy! Justice will prevail! Make him eat dirt! You two. We aren't getting into a fight. But thank you for your encouraging words. I'll do my best.
Do my best.
Well said back there, Nilu. I felt that I might have said a bit too much.
Pinggir 500 ya.
Anyway, we better start preparing now. First, let's see what everyone thinks about the situation. Alright, time to pull everyone's thoughts. Paimon doesn't really want to talk to him.
So, you've already developed some prejudices against me. And to think, I was just about to put forward a suggestion.
Oh, Paimon will listen to that.
Although, I know not if you have a new answer to my previous question. Now seems like an appropriate time to revisit it. What do you think is the meaning of art?
Lagi.
This again. We probably do need to tackle this question if we want to prove the value of the arts. I don't know how to explain it, but all I know is that when my performance makes the audience happy, I also become very happy. Does that count as a meaning? You answered him so seriously. Careful, Nilu, this guy's ramblings never make any sense.
No. Nilu's answer far surpasses yours, and it is close to my own. The meaning of art comes not from its creators, but from its audience. In other words, only art that can be appreciated by others will impart its essence and value upon the minds of its audience. This is something that the academia can never understand. I once pursued the mastery of art, much like how a researcher would chase wisdom and knowledge. However, the more of a connoisseur I became, the less I felt I understood. I began to question what it truly meant for art to be understood at all. I found that I could comprehend even the most complex and sophisticated of works, and yet somehow that provided me with little solace. I remained even perplexed about this conundrum until I visited this theater and watched one of Nilu's performances.
It was that life-changing?
Everyone here had a joyous part in the overall experience. The actors upon the stage basked in the love of their audience, while those in the house immersed themselves in the wondrous ambiance. In all honesty, from a purely critical point of view, the performances here are exceedingly average.
Jujur lah.
Don't say
Iya, nggak boleh dong, sakit loh
But
hati
what
ini lo.
bewildered me was how, despite the performance's middling quality, they
Bahkan
captivated their
memikatku.
whole audience. They captivated
Bisa
even
aja
me.
lu bangke.
I realized then that I had walked the wrong road. The mastery of art was never what I truly wanted. I left the so-called frontiers of artistic research and came to this theater, for this is where I can finally find what I seek. Art will no longer be a castle in the sky. Whether it be inspiring or entertaining, art must be appreciated by others to confer value. If art cannot accomplish that, then it is meaningless.
When you put it that way... Mr. Zubair and I refused to follow the Academia's orders to change our shows for a similar reason. To put it simply, we were afraid that our shows would lose their meaning if people couldn't understand them.
I once stood in the spotlight, but I relinquished fame and acclaim for the freedom I enjoy today. I care not for where my feet may take me next, but Nilu,
Banyak bacot kesani ini
you
anjir.
need to remember one thing. You already stand upon the finest stage there is, and that is a rare gift that should never be taken for granted. You cannot give it up, not even to the Academia.
I understand. Thank you for your words of encouragement, Mr. Kasani.
Dust the cobwebs away from the eyes of those scholars.
He really seemed to care a lot about the theater.
Banyak li bacotnya anjir.
Once you get to know... Mr. Zubair, we're trying to put together a list of arguments that might be useful. Any ideas?
Ada ide?
It won't be difficult to explain our position. They're in the wrong, and they know it. I have meticulously managed this theater's affairs for years, and I have abided by every procedure and obtained every permit. I did all of that to protect ourselves if something like this were to occur. I didn't expect them to disregard the rules
Nggak ada hubungan dengan
altogether.
Inaya.
Yes, I know. But anyone who's staying at the theater is one of us.
Jubair, keren
If
Jubair.
I can't even protect the members of the theater from outside pressure, then I have failed in my duty
Keren,
as
keren
a manager.
Jubair, keren. Gak mau nyalahi
In
orang lain.
summary, you need sufficient confidence and strict adherence to the rules. At least for now, they don't have the authority to demolish the theater. As long as you double down on that point and force them to concede it, you'll gain an advantage.
All right, got it.
I've seen many situations like this before. While you prepare for the debate, I will also prepare the theater for the potential aftermath. It's best once you're done chatting, do me a favor and tell our customers that we're canceling all.
Do we really have
Harus banget
Right
gitu
now,
ya.
no one's in the right frame of mind to perform. I have to consider both our staff and our... Nilu, you are incredible.
You are
With your
incredible.
talent and youth, you had the least to lose out of all of us. And yet you were
Kamu
still
beresiko
the
ini.
first to take a stand.
I've never thought about leaving your theater, Mr. Zubair. I truly love this place, and I want to keep dancing here. I also want to keep dancing with everyone else.
You're becoming more and more like her.
Mirip-mirip
Do
dengan
your
dia.
best. We'll do all
Dengan
that
siapa
we
tuh?
can and leave the...
Oh, satu lagi, siapa tanya nih?
My
Her.
teacher. She was an excellent dancer, but she's retired now. If we have time later, I'd be happy to tell you more about her.
I didn't expect you all to challenge the act. That reminded me of my
Agak
younger
cepat lah ya.
years. Back then, I feared nothing, and no, I can't do things like that anymore. But
Sorry.
Kalau
If the
Tetri
theater
kan
really
kamu
ends up
sore
being
nggak habis
demolished,
kan.
it's all right. There's no need to think such heavy thoughts. Have faith in the resilience of an adventure.
Senyumnya manis sekali.
We can always figure something out.
But won't you have regrets if things just come to an abrupt end?
So that's relax. I've had a lot of experience with regret. Things are painful. Look at us now. Serene and Abi are happy. And Serene he was thrilled because he can soon we wouldn't be here if it weren't for our past struggles. And would Serene have...
Are you trying to make us feel...
Yes, but I truly do mean what I say. Being here at the theater has taught me an important lesson. The most important thing about an experience is how you choose. I can choose to believe that my life ended with my husband's death. Or I can choose to believe that it was a blessing in disguise. Similarly, even if this theater disappears, a new beginning might... Good and bad are all human-made concepts.
You have a point.
Nilu, I know how important Zubair but you don't have to be so nervous. We're all here with you.
Anjay.
Thank you, Miss Reiko.
No need to thank me. If anything, you inspired me with your bravery.
Dia emang sudah kok.
You're too kind. All right.
Malu-malu gini lu ya.
I can't waste everyone's words. I feel a lot better.
Good. My children...
Here.
You're here. Is the theater actually closing?
Teater belum tutup.
He's been worried sick for a while now. He wouldn't stop talking the whole way back.
Hey, you...
What exactly happened? Did someone come down from the academia?
Yes. He told us that we have to shut down the theater within 30 days.
Dihancurkan.
What the heck? That
What the
gave
heck?
no warning.
Emang yang mana peringatan?
They're messing with us again.
Don't tell me you'll have to listen to him.
Come on. You know the answer to that.
Yeah, it is a direct order from the academia.
There's no need to worry, though. I'm preparing for a public debate with the academia. If I win, we might be able to overturn things and change their minds.
Really? That's terrific. You have my full...
Mine too. So what was their excuse anyway?
Yeah, something like that.
Good thing they have the power to make rash decisions about things they don't even understand.
Yeah, they need to touch more grass, not books.
Exactly. They want to look down on us? We'll look...
Don't worry. Everyone here has your back. The academia's recklessness won't get them any praise.
Right. They might think that some forms of knowledge are more
Sedaya ya.
valuable than others, but everyone. If they don't believe that, send them my way. I got the...
Maybe you can prepare some questions on the details of dance performance to make things...
Sounds like a good idea.
Ignore him. He's joking. No matter what, we will always support...
Thank you all so much. Your understanding and support.
There are always more solutions than problems. If you need help during the debate, just shout in the entire Grand...
Gotta show them who has the people's support.
I feel like the pieces are starting to fall into place.
Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day. We can finally put our plan into action.
Let's head back to the theater and organize our thoughts.
Alhaitham should be waiting for us. Let's go to the Academia and find him.
Have you seen Miss Inaya?
Ya,
No,
kemana
Miss
Inaya?
Nilo. Miss Inaya isn't back yet.
Mana Inaya nih?
Wasn't she just passing on a message? Does she really need this?
Oh, Traveler, Paimon, I think I've messed up big time.
Apa tuh?
What if Inaya never planned to come back?
What?
Tenanglah semuanya.
It's just a gut feeling, but knowing her, she probably feels like she's completely responsible
Ya
for what
sih.
happened. She probably thinks that all of this happened
Tinggal di
because she was
sini.
staying here.
Gak bersalah gitu.
As soon as her father showed up, she said that her father was targeting...
She has a long-standing conflict with her father. That's why she...
Padahal
never
kadang nyalakan
left home.
Inaya itu pun anjir.
She doesn't think that we can win the
Dia bagian dari
debate.
orang nih katanya.
And she doesn't want to implicate us. So she thought leaving was the best thing to do.
And then she just quietly left afterward.
Exactly. She's being too pessimistic. Anyway, first things first.
But where should we start? Sumeru is huge!
I think I might know. Let's start before I brought her to Zubair Theater. She was staying at a remote campsite. If she has nowhere else to go after leaving the theater...
Then let's go take a look!
Yes, let's hurry!
Di hutan dong dia.
There are signs that someone had stayed here very recently.
But we can't confirm if it was Inaya or not. Let's take a look around first.
Duh.
Did you hear that?
I heard it too. Let's investigate.
Aduh.
It sounds like we're getting closer. The voice is coming from over there.
Itu ya.
Yes, we're almost there.
Yeah, it's almost there.
Stay back!
It's Inaya! She's being attacked by wild animals!
Oh iya, aku pakai.
Don't be scared! We're coming to help!
Aduh, nge-lag kali anjir, kenapa nih ya?
Propagate!
Nge-lag kali anjir. What? Kok nge-lag kali ya?
Thank you. There weren't so many big animals in this area before. Sorry. I'm causing trouble for you again.
Why did
ini
you leave
orang.
by yourself?
Kenapa lu pergi sendiri?
You really don't think we have a chance at winning the debate?
No. I just thought it would... Everything happened because of me.
Enggak juga anjir.
Yeah, everyone's working together towards a happier ending. No one should be singled out for blame.
Betul.
It's all right if it's me. As long as you guys are the kindest people I've ever met. You shouldn't suffer so
Bener
much
baik lu,
because
Inaya,
of
ya.
me.
Listen to me, Inaya. Even if you were the reason that all of this happened, no one would blame you.
Betul, enggak ada
Mr.
nyalahin.
Zubair said that you're one of us, so that means we will protect you. No matter what happens, we'll stand as one.
Nilu, there will always be a victim. Whether it's me or the theater. You can't win a debate against the academia.
Ya, belum dites.
Especially, my father is an extremely... He's always wanted me to become an exceptional I tried my best to meet his expectations, but he still wasn't satisfied. I'm no genius. But whenever he berated me, yeah.
Mana aku tahu, kok kayak saya.
At first, I thought the father would... For one exam, I earned the 3rd highest score. I thought that all my hard work had finally paid off. I even used the embroidery skills. I thought, even this daughter
Kasian juga nih
can
anak.
make her father happy.
I see. When we were embroidering your gift before, I didn't feel like you were new at it.
Yeah. Sorry for not bringing it up. These are not pleasant memories for me. I was tired of him yelling at me every day. All I want, but
Pengen perhatian lah intinya.
he was more angry than ever before once I'd given him my embroidery and told him, "You think you should be proud of 3rd place? Reflect on why
Astaga
you were
naga,
first."
bapak kurang ajar.
I forgot how long I'd cried for. I only remember my parents arguing. They argued for such a long time. My father eventually stormed out and I've completely given up. We're destined to never understand each other.
Bapakmu kurang ajar tuh anjir.
I don't think you can beat him in a debate. Because he doesn't even understand. He can never understand the relationship performers have with their... He just wants everything to happen according to his wish. What we cherish. Our little...
It sounds like your past has had a huge...
I understand now, Ina. But when we were preparing for the debate, I heard something quite... Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. Everything checks out.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
The most important thing about an experience is how you... The most important thing about an experience is how you choose...
Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior.
Ya ini.
No.
Bukan ya?
There should be something else. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the... No. There should...
Tadi? Kok?
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer...
No.
Kok salah?
The most important thing about...
Miss Raykar has gone through a lot in her life. But she told us that she's very happy.
Oh,
Although she
iya ya.
ran into misfortune, it led her down a new path. And she told me that the most important thing about an experience...
Interpret...
I can sympathize with your unhappiness at home. But after you ran away, those unhappy experiences allowed you to really cherish your bonds with everyone. And also gave you the opportunity to become friends with us. Don't let your past suffering keep you from the new life that you've worked so hard to find.
Oh.
Aku mau
Let
bilang.
the past stay in the past.
When I ran away from home, I swore that I would leave my family but you're right.
Oh, and maybe you'll disappoint him, but that doesn't matter. You have a new future waiting for... Don't let go of the answer you've worked so hard...
That's right. If we put our heads together, there's bound to be a way.
You're right. I'm not trying to meet his expectations. I can't afford to lose anything more.
Harus menang.
We have to win. The debate will not only protect Zubair Theater, but also allow me to settle things with Father.
Ya, betul.
Let's go. I'll tell I know him very well. Even if he looks down on us.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Hello, you two. Sleep well?
Kok kesini jadinya? Lanjut lagi Archon Quest.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous thinking about today and didn't fall asleep until the
Aku di sana mau ngomong sama itu tadi. Yang quest Nilo mau selesai soalnya.
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all, a good rest should be considered part of the plan, since energy is an important resource.
You just want to show off how calm you are.
It's crucial to dissipate any tension before we execute our plan.
The only thing you're doing is being annoying.
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Usah. Aku pastikan lagi semua.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the academia knows that's where the Grand Sage's console is. Only they can operate it.
Terus?
Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Betul.
You know, Hyman's been thinking, what kind of technology could let
Iya,
the
betul
sages
juga ya.
imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the Sanctuary of Surasthana, there's a device of
pakai alat
Greater
ini
Lord
berarti.
Rukadevata's that she once used to isolate herself while meditating. 500 years ago, the Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled from the inside. They were effectively trapping one god with the power of another.
So, how are we gonna get to the Grand Sage's office?
Don't
Hujan
forget,
lagi ya?
today is Nyagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the academia. The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and legal decrees into knowledge capsules so that all the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone. And the academia's grounds are when the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. That's our cue to access the console and free the Dendro Archon.
Kalau begitu.
Well, yes. That's just the visible side of our plan, after all. If precedence holds, the academia should have already started preparing for Nyagar.
Everyone should be in position. All that's left is for us to lead the charge.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the front door, or?
Yes. Were you expecting a stealthier approach?
I can't think of a good comeback.
Udah pasrah Paimon.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news.
Oke.
That should be everything. The only thing left, I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilu! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
Kita punya banyak pendukung kok.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave. Huh? What's left?
Apa cuma untuk seni dan pertunjukan?
What a strange question.
Aneh banget pertanyaan.
Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but
Apa
what
itu
it
Twitter?
is.
Ya, apa itu teater?
Let me think. How can I put this? Inaya really wants to win. She doesn't want to lose anything else because of her painful past. Inaya really wants to win.
Salah.
Everyone is free to appreciate art.
Itu dia.
No form of art is inherently superior.
Nilai keberadaan teater.
Got it.
Oke, sudah kepikiran.
When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
Oh, ajar nih ya. Kan dulu suaranya. Suara mic aku masuk nih.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care, and its story won't end here. In the future, and we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them this. Aside from the delivery of performances, isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event, but Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate. Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to—
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's—
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. Why are you all smiling so much?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
What are you talking about?
Everything is ready.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilu. Hopefully they were helpful.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator.
Mulai debat dong. Udah
I
hidup kan?
swear to
Iya
judge
kan?
both
Udah.
parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias.
Mantap.
I ask
Jadinya
for
dan
both
it's-
parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Gula kecerdasan.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the academia's. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the academia is prejudiced. However, the truth is that the academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightenment. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Bisa.
Calm down, Nilu. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standard. The theater carries everyone's feelings and serves as the bond that connects us all. Don't think that would make for...
Tadi kata tentang apa tuh?
Inaya really wants to win. Everyone is free to appreciate art.
Oh iya nih.
In your eyes, our shows can't meet the academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if the show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the academia judging? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction, guidance, and this stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the... If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process.
He changed the topic without batting an eye.
Good
Good
thing,
thing, if I remember correctly. Mr. Zubair has been meticulously managing the theater. No. Can't do that.
Ini kurang cocok.
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Ini kayaknya. Ya kan?
Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated work. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then what's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow?
makan tuh sehari.
That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from...
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilu.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
Makan tuh.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilu put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must
halo,
request that
Shiroyasa.
both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Lucu traveler tepuk
In that
tangan.
case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely
Ini Sarip bandel kali
procedurally
anjir.
sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings. Or perhaps your compliance
Boleh
was
beli kekin
purely
dulu Raiden
superficial.
gak nyuku dong. Ya
Regardless,
bentar ya.
that
Lagi
failure has
quest.
indirectly led to the present day's
Habis
proceedings.
quest ini ya.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff. So
Oh, prosedur yang ini yang dibilang Jubair.
Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah.
That's right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the Academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of... However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the Academia.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right?
Jangan remeh dulu.
You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the Academia's policies on numerous... Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Sarip.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
Udah kuduga.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Betul. Tenang nih lo. Jangan panik.
Right. I need to keep calm. But he...
Dia panik nih lo.
Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. Inaya really wants to win. The theater carries everyone's feeling.
Nih.
Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member.
Kau sombong kali kau bocil.
Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Yang di tengah dong.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources. However, this collaboration ends. The reason is simple. We are
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid in...
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition. Whereas the situation that Sharif described, the academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part.
Oh no! What should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction! A setup? So Nilu's got it?
Jadi lo coba dia nih.
Good. He said what he said. The next argument, but... is this really the best thing to do?
Dekat Inaya.
She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya!
Inaya.
Sorry, Nilu. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me.
Terdiam kau, Sarip.
If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that, by your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilu will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic thing.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not...
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Oh, nyerah Sarip.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilu, you're amazing!
Inaya juga mantap. Bagus.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilu and Anaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for him.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you.
This really took a lot out of me, though.
Both Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
Mana Nilo ya?
Oh, it's you. Yes, I feel a lot better. The more I don't think I could repeat what I did a second time. Yes, and it's all thanks to you.
Aku ingin mendengar ceritamu.
I see. You mean how fate brought me to the theater, right? Then I'll have to tell you about my teacher who Mr. Zubair had mentioned. Mr. Zubair opened his theater when I was still a child.
Oh, keren kamera ya.
There was a beautiful dancer, and from the moment I saw her, I couldn't look away. I thought to myself, the gods must have blessed her with such talent. But later on, she would actually smile down at me and say, yeah. She said, dance is an art born from toil. It is a beautiful thing born from our life experiences. In other words, any place where people can effortlessly begin a dance, she wasn't looking for flowers and applause. All she wanted was to see her audience right. The same as what Mr. Kasani believes. I was completely moved by what she had said, so I started taking dance lessons from her. Before she retired, she told me, for as long as you live, this is why Mr. Zubair and I never intended to listen to the acad. Even though it ended up causing everyone a whole lot of trouble, thankfully, everything worked out. Although, even though she has already decided to stop fighting with her before he left, Mr. Sharif looked like he probably has a lot of things he wants to say, but, well, now But I still hope that things can change. You and Paimon are more than welcome to keep attending our show. Who knows? Next time, you might see Inaya on the stage.
Are you still worried about Inaya? Let's be sure to come back often.
You two are welcome here anytime. I think I already see you two.
Kita udah jadi bagian berarti. Udah jadi bagian teater juga. Ini Bang Siroesa masih ada kah? Biar di review akunnya. Pada hilang ya? Kayak udah hilang sih. Belum. Aduh. Kayak udah hilang Siroesa ya. Ya udahlah. Jadi gimana tadi? Tadi nggak bisa di skip soalnya. Berhenti ini ya. Tarian Nilo.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to our newest member.
Inaya.
Hello, everyone. She'll be dancing for us from now on. So please, give her your support.
Inaya's taken her place on the stage! Oh, Paimon wonders how she'll look when she starts dancing. When you stop and think about it, happy endings like this sure aren't easy to come by. Nilu's efforts, everyone's wisdom, Inaya's determination? Huh? What do you mean by that?
Aku rasa iya ada sengaja beri kesempatan.
You do have a point there. The whole demolition thing was going overboard, but he really could have banned Nilu and the others from dancing. If he really wanted to be ruthless, he could have done some real damage, even without winning the... Oh well,
Iya sih.
it's not like we can understand how people like him think.
Serah dia aja deh.
Wait, look who the cat dragged in!
Datang cari.
That Inaya's father?
Oh, it's you two.
You
I don't have
two.
much to do today, so I just came to look around this place.
Are you looking for Inaya?
Dari
No,
Inaya.
I am simply here to watch a performance. There is no need to trouble her.
Kau masih orang
Well, I
sibuk.
was for a time. My loss at the debate caused quite the loss of face for the academia, so there was a period of unrest. I used this opportunity to suggest that my superiors temporarily suspend me from duty.
Suspended from duty?
Yes, I am temporarily unemployed.
Menganggur sebentar.
However, I now have an abundance of time, so I can afford to come here and watch a show. I admit that I do not understand the magic that this theater possesses. I still cannot forget that young lady's perseverance. Inaya would almost certainly mature
Jadi kamu
in
bisa
the
beli dengan
presence of
putrimu
such
ya.
There are no parents who do not worry about their children. I suppose she managed to hit a weak spot of mine. Never mind. I do not have the right to say that.
You're already here, so you might as well go see her.
No, that is not necessary. I will take my leave after the show concludes. Do not tell her that I was here.
Nilo ngeliat. Nilo ngeliat.
Come on. Who knows if you'll get a chance like this again?
Nilo ngeliat.
You said you were going to make peace with your past. Show your father how much you've grown.
Bayan nih bayan.
Don't be nervous. Everyone at Zubair Theater has your back.
Bayan.
Hey, let's go somewhere else. We should give them some space.
You sure they'll be okay?
I don't know, but I think we should have faith in them.
Lucu kali Nilo ya, anjir, anjir. Asli Nilo lucu kali. Canggung
Yes,
kali.
Inaya, I have something for you. I'm still learning. It's hardly a masterpiece, but it's yours if you'll take it.
Cantik kali situasi ya.
You don't have to take it. It's fine. Never mind.
Let's have a heart-to-heart. Father.
Bayan.
Like father, like
Ayah anak sama aja.
awkward with their feelings.
Yeah, she probably would have snuck away as well if I didn't drag her back.
all be able to reconcile?
I'm not sure. A complete reconciliation may also not be the best thing for them right now. All those years of arguments and misunderstandings can't be settled overnight. It might be best if they, but no matter where their hearts and bodies may be, all I wish for them is to be able to one day tap into the warmth of that bond. Oh, by the way, everyone's really thankful to you for helping out with the debate. So we made you a little something. Hope you'll like it.
Oh, yang kecil itu ya. Mini ini.
Isn't this Zubair Theater? Whoa, this is amazing. It's so detailed and...
We've also never made anything this Mr. Zubair and Mr. Kasani took charge of the design, while Inaya and I made all the little pieces. Miss Reika or Miss Nadia made and assembled the centerpiece. As adventurers, you two will doubtlessly travel to many more lands and see many more things. That's why we hope that your time at Zubair Theater will become a fond memory of your journey. You two are welcome back anytime.
We'll come back and watch you dance whenever we get the chance.
You're welcome. And there's no need to be so... Come on, take it. This is the story of you and me. It's a tale that I'll never, ever forget.
Kelar akhirnya. Dan Nilo pun hilang. Dan anak bapaknya juga hilang. Ya biarpun Bang Siriasa tidak ada lagi dan aku bicara sendiri, kita cek aja ya, nggak apalah ya. Mana sih? Emang ada apa sih? Penjoki Bang. Wow, rajin kali nih anak. Tinggi kali ya, oke kali dah nih. Oh iya, ada pakai ini, lupa. Bagus itu. Anjir, anjir, ngeri kali. Pakai Amos ya, Skyward. Pengen aku ganyu. Black Tassel ya, kayak biasa lah. Oke. Kazuha, oh ya tadi look katanya. EGS. Ngeri kali dia nguli ya nih. Asli dia nguli yang ngeri kali ini anjir. Sampai segitu ya di looknya anjir. Catchingnya. Wow. Pasti. Pasti itu. Jinnya Jin. Servernya Dendro ya. Oh. Anjay. Keren, keren. Keren nih. Joki quest dan klub bisa mampir. Anjay. Ya mau quest joki itu ada joki ya guys ya. Dah lanjut lagi Archon quest. Di atas. Tempat tadi berarti.
Scribe?
Scribe?
Please, wait. Are you Scribe Al-Haytham?
Sekretaris Al-Haytham. Paimon tenang.
That's me. Is something the matter? I'm in a hurry.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sages were looking for you not long ago, but I didn't know what for. And, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Gawat.
Outside guests.
Tahu
How did
dari
you arrive
mana?
at such a conclusion?
Memalukan berarti
Your
tidak boleh
groundless
mengukur
inference
apa-apa.
shames the Haravatat Darshan.
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate. Don't look down on me.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater aptitude for critical thinking. Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should be obvious.
Pintar kali ya lah hitamnya anjir lah. Nipu.
Is that so? Wait a moment. Let me think. Don't tell me the
Mancing-mancing dia
answer.
anjir.
The sages search for you. A blonde-haired traveler.
Marah berambut emas.
Outside
Orang
guests.
luar.
So, from the start, the sages weren't looking for you, but this traveler? And you were gone from the academia for so long because...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat. I surmise you've arrived at the correct
Pandai
conclusion.
kali nipunya anak.
As I expected. Please forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now. Thank you for getting me back on track.
It's nothing. We'll be on our way then.
All right. Thank you for your contributions to the academia, scribe.
Orang ini mau berontak dong aslinya.
What the heck just happened now? What did he just
Simpulan.
guess?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
Aku juga nggak tahu.
No idea?
He convinced himself of whatever truth he came up with. That is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly feign understanding to keep up appearances. Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of
Sok
scholar.
pintar gitu Irfan.
Their obvious forces of intellect only serve to highlight themselves as fools.
Dia berbodohi anjir.
So there are special ways to deal with smart people.
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be problematic.
Ding 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 ding.
Is this the academia's library?
Wow.
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most extensive special collections library in Teyvat.
There are a lot of students going through here. Is it really okay just to waltz right in?
The academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all occupied with their just act natural. Now, hurry
Agak
along.
biasa aja, ayo. Sebenarnya itu kesempatan maksudnya. Jalan biasa aja gitu. Oke.
What's this platform for?
Ini apaan lagi?
It's a lift that academia personnel use to access higher floors.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand Sage's office is up there somewhere.
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the Great Sage. Let's step back and observe for now.
You think the Grand Sage will exit from there? And after he does, we'd sneak past him? Oh, Paimon thinks that's really dangerous.
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location, our operation will be much safer if we...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind
Gawat bos ketahuan. Ini pengen digampar anjir sage bangke ini. Ketahuan berarti rencana ya.
Do not tell me you believed the academia would not grow suspicious of you after such a prolonged absence, scribe. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I came to personally welcome you.
Pengen ku
Great
gampar tuh
sage.
Grand Sage
I
itu
didn't
anjir.
expect you to care so much about me. I'm truly flattered.
I'm sure, but compared to you, I am far more interested in these two unexpected guests. You are the Traveler and Paimon, correct? It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize for my lack of decorum.
Lu terlambat menghentikan semuanya.
Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. You clearly understand the situation at hand and have no intention of making a reckless stand. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion. Please, follow me to my office.
This place is crawling with guards. There's no way out for us.
Ngapain kabur
All
Paimon?
right then, Traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me? Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before I detain
Batu punya udang di balik batu.
You seem to know quite a bit about our endeavors. If that is so, then you should be praising our great work rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt to sway me.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me?
Gnosis.
Worthless.
Anjir
Those
sampah
are all
dong.
completely worthless. Benefits, divine power. These materialistic words do nothing but debase our great work. Creating a god. Yes, we are using human wisdom to create a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall create a god to reveal them. This is the pinnacle of human wisdom.
Ego apa kali Sage ini anjir
We
pengen
shall
digampar.
regain a god's
Halo,
guidance
halo.
at long last. No longer will
Halo,
we
Mariani.
flounder in the interminable void of consciousness and knowledge. Even Ermin's soul will be freed from its plight. For our nation of scholars, this is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it.
Tapi pada akhir kamu masih bergantung pada dewa.
You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. With your degree of knowledge, you cannot even comprehend such an emotion.
Terus Leslie Kusanali mau dikemanakan?
Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser Lord Kusanali. What can she even
Anjir
do?
sombong kali ini anak anjing. Pengen digampar emang
Care
Grand
for
Sage
the
ini.
people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. These are but child's play for the academia. Does that
Sombong
make
kali,
us equal to
Grand
the
Sage.
gods? We are a people favored by greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have personally not seen it, our forefathers bore witness to true wisdom. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. They all ask, is that truly what true wisdom is supposed to look like? With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Surasthana,
Astaga.
so our academy
Tok
will not
kali
become
anjir
embroiled
Grand
in
Sage.
What
turmoil.
a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
Keangkuhan seorang
As per
cendekiawan.
your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed dangerous individuals. Not only are they acting against the academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like there really was merit in my
Berani kah
assignment.
lah hitam?
Oh, Hatham? Are you talking about us?
Kok? Apa dia berkhianat?
Anyway, I've brought them to the academia as ordered, but it took some time and trouble.
What? Apa betul berkhianat nih ala hitam?
Oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report you had requested. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler, an array of information about her ready for your perusal.
Oh, Hatham? So you're still on the academia side?
Tapi kayak enggak sih. Ini kan yang direkam ini itu. Ini yang direkam itu ya di sebelumnya yang di Eremite. Kayak itu sih.
Excellent. Detailed contents with no errors. I would expect nothing less than an immaculate report from the scribe. As it is near Garbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the Akasha. Surely you know what that means.
We'll be monitored, just like Sino.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. Furthermore, your data will be updated in real time whenever new information... To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for dishonest persons. Are you not familiar with the concept that great responsibility begets an equally great suspicion? In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable. Locking you down will greatly decrease the chance of any undesirable outcome.
You're despicable!
Despicable.
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but
Maksudnya?
I suppose your ploy was to sacrifice the traveler here, was it not?
Lord Azar,
Gimana?
I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire time. Why are you doubting me at this juncture?
Gimana?
Must I delineate your entire plan? Very well. I will spell things out. First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler at Caravan Ribat. However, you immediately departed for the desert and escaped surveillance range. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Mahamatra in the desert. Am I correct?
Maybe Paimon shouldn't have mentioned Sino just now.
Aduh, Paimon
The Academia
mulut.
had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali and General Mahamatra Sino,
Berarti
who
emang
had
Letom nggak
defected
ini
from the
nggak khianat.
Academia. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia? Rationally speaking, 50%? 70%?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've brought the Traveler right before you, and I gave...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for this. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. For there is a good chance that an opportunity to save the Lesser Lord will arise.
Anjir,
Should your
ketahuan
intentions
dong
be
rencananya.
discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the Traveler, thus proving his innocence. He can then stay inside
Betul
the
sih.
Academia and
Masuk
continue
akal
searching
dibilang
for a
Sagi
way
itu.
to proceed
Biarpun ngeselin
forward.
mukanya anjir.
As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return to the Academia and confront me in person.
You'll see me as a traitor regardless of what I say, no? Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect on you all.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia. However, under the current circumstances, even that...
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you, Azar, you've betrayed all of Sumeru,
Betul, mengerti
betrayed its
Archon.
Archon. So flight has turned to fight at long last. Guards!
Oh iya, kalau lawan tuh siapa? Traveler nih bos. Kenapa lah hitam nih? Dia make apa tuh anjir?
Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. He has gone completely insane. Take him
Lawannya
to the
traveler
Motra
anjir lah.
and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Perasaan traveler bisa ngalahkan langsung sih.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbahar Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Perasaan traveler bisa ngalahkan semuanya anjir. All according to the plan. Ditipu, menipu dan menipu, ditipu dan menipu. Berarti emang cuman Paimon nggak dikasih tahu rencana ya. Udah cukup Paimon. Acting cakep. Masih lebih kan aku dong. Makanya aneh. Harusnya kalau misalnya traveler emang mau ngelawan ya dia pasti bisa ngalahkan semuanya anjir. Tadi dari ya.
We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. I'll hate them. Sure knows how to cook up a plan. What are we doing next?
Keren.
Has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon thinks it went something like this.
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation, which is to send the traveler to the confinement room.
What? Why do we want to get her locked up on purpose?
Kenapa?
She's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to the successful implementation of their plan. They are very aware of the risk she poses to them. Once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control. And with their guard down, the next phase of our plan will have a much higher chance of success.
Pintar kali lah hitam nih buat sana anjir.
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. She has a more important task once she's in confinement. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she was captured by the Doctor. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Suristhana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness. We need to do that in advance.
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally worth getting thrown in jail
Ada
for.
masuk penjara juga.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Suristhana. It's a completely enclosed space, and you won't be receiving any visitors. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and try to connect to her consciousness. However, as for whether she'll actually wake up, that will depend on our luck.
Berarti kita nih manggil Kusanali berarti.
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your
Ya itulah,
Akasha
harusnya dia nggak pernah
terminal
dipakai.
modified.
Traveler nggak pernah pakai lagi soalnya.
Take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless?
Bukan trader tapi sombong.
Alright, so what now?
Saat titik sinyalnya paling kuat.
Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahida after all this time. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal.
Iya.
Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed?
bukan di sini berarti. Ini?
Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure.
Bukan di sini kah? Oh, ini?
Is this the right spot?
Di sini. Di mana? Sama samar kata.
Please work.
Simsalabim semoga berhasil. Tetap gak ngomong loh dia. Alam kesadaran. Itu dia Kusanali. Wah, ada dinding dong. Betul-betul tutup Nahida ini ya.
Nahida!
Oh, akhirnya ngomong dia. Akhirnya Traveler ngomong.
Hey, Nahida!
Hey, Nahida. Traveler ngomong dong. Gak ada suara lagi.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born. I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people and their hearts. Kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up. Catch up to Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But I'm stuck in the sanctuary of Surasthana. The sages are creating a god to replace me. And I'm forced to lock my consciousness in this boundless darkness.
Anjir, kasihan lah Nahida anjir.
Nahida!
Nahida! Ada Traveler di belakangmu, Nahida. Oh, ini yang itu. Ayo Traveler.
It's so quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think I've ever actually listened to my own inner voice. Do Archons have them? Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right thing?
Kok sedih kali anjir.
Really not needed?
Kok sedih kali.
How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
Who are you? Whose voice is that? It sounds familiar. You're right, though. I won't ignore my own voice anymore.
Oh, Lumin.
Nahida!
Pecah dong.
Nahida?
Nahida?
Did you wake me up? Thank you. Why are you here?
We're here to rescue you. Are you alright?
Anjir.
I'm fine. It's just... when I think of everything that's happened to me, I feel really angry now.
You should have been angry ages ago.
Harusnya dari dulu marah. Paimon
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything?
udah beres.
That's wonderful news! Great! We weren't locked up for nothing. When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening for any sounds outside. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbaha Day stuff? Yep, so that means our next act is Nilu's performance!
Nilo beraksi.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance.
All right. You seem to have a lot of trust in them, so I won't say more on this. But if anything happens, the few of us here may not be able to help you.
Don't worry. They've been through worse. Everything's going to be
Mereka
fine.
punya banyak teman alim yang masalah.
All right. You know, if you really do get arrested, we'll do everything we can to get you back. Be
Terkali deh
careful,
sama Nilo.
even if it's only for our sakes.
OTW Sin kocak. Jangan spoiler dong,
Thanks,
Bang
Mr.
Rap.
Zubair.
Ntar ya.
You're so very kind.
Berarti pakai Nilo berarti. Oh iya, pakai Nilo. Gimana ke atas ya? Oh, Parhat Usang.
Nilu, how's it going?
Sore Nilo C3 lo itu. Ah, C3? Masa? Masa?
It's because I'm worried I won't dance well
Sorry,
enough.
sorry.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance. We'll take care of everything else.
You sure know how to talk.
Woi, kalian ngerkatin Nilo, lewati aku dulu, bangsat.
Together to help out.
Well, thank you both. I'll have to treat you to a meal after all this ends.
Ooh, that sounds great. Huh?
Iya.
How could we say no to that?
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the academia so they don't interrupt your performance.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment, and some of their test subjects escaped. It's really dangerous there.
Usang,
Think
usang.
of anything better? Oh well, I guess it does sound like something the academia would do.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Oke. Masa C3 Nilo ya? Waduh. C3 dong. Gile, gile. Gila. Ya, build-nya ngeselin. Ini siapa nih Vihar?
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right
Oh,
now.
Vihar
Our
yang
people
bunga
away at
itu.
Yalta Candy's plan is working beautifully.
Iya, ingat. Saya adalah gue coba. Gacha, kita disuruh gacha tuh, Bang Rap.
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. And even dressed up as the Knight of Flowers, no less.
Satria bunga
I'll
lagi.
pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a performance, and I'm about to start one.
You have a point. The stage is cleared and everything's ready, so you can start your performance at any time.
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful.
Kita lihat penampilan Nilo.
Time to hit the stage.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
Gimana mau penampilannya? Apa Easter egg-nya? Ada Easter egg ya rupanya. Cantik kali emang Nilo ya anjir. Untung aku gacha Nilo kemarin, nggak nyesal sih. Inter dapat Nahida nih, berada kawan Nilo.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit.
Kita lihat dulu sebentar lagi. Hah? Dia nari ada air-airnya anjir. Cantik kali Nilo ya. Saat Nilo buka map langsung teleport, soalnya yang teleport aja. Iya juga ya, tadi aku perhatikan juga nggak teleportnya. Cuman map aja, map tok. Easter egg juga sih kayak itu.
Huh? Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage?
Kayak Nilo berhasil sama bagiannya.
It's great that everything seems to be going well. Come to think of it, when did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha?
Pasti dia pura-pura sama kita deh kayaknya.
Oh, so that's when he did
Tuh,
it.
ditukarnya.
Too nervous to notice. Speaking of,
Keren-keren dah lah hitam.
also yoinked the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader in Port Ormos when it's a time-tested
Jago
gimmick of
nyopet.
his.
Makanya dia jago.
Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, he's smart and all, but he still makes Paimon's blood boil. Let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now anyway, and it'll help us feel more confident. Paimon remembers that Nilo's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
Oh, sombong kali orang Akademia ini
Despicable
semua
of them
anjir.
to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Nyagarbha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And so, the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the Academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced.
Buatan Al Hitam
They will
rupanya tadi
view
itu.
everything the Akasha
Kata
releases to them
Personali
as the
kabur.
unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it
Mau
for long
bagaimana
when I was working
lama-lama.
in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Ada saran.
Nilu of Zubair Theater.
Nilu.
I know her really well. We can trust her.
Al Hitam bisa ada teknik ya.
Kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan
Bisa
like
psikologis
this,
juga ada tuh.
but we can ask
Bisa
her in
ngeramal.
person.
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone,
Then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine.
Mana yang kocaknya? Belum keluar tuh yang kocak, Bang Harap. Masih yang biasa aja, epic sih, epic moment sih tadi tuh. Masuk BEM jadi sekretaris.
Here they come. Did you
Sedih
see
ya.
that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
Gue keluar dari akademia. Rahman.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is the moment we've been waiting for. My brothers have already sprung into action.
We couldn't do anything to him.
Cantik
inside
kali
the
dia,
city,
kapan
but
banner
outside
dia
the
keluar nih?
academia, this is our hunting ground.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run far.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize what's happening, the plan's doomed.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled every day in the
Semua
desert.
beri jumlah.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the Six Sages belong to the Corps of following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession,
Mantep
I'm
dia.
obligated to teach him a good lesson.
Oh,
today.
Naida kabur. Oke.
Indeed, the trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention. Isak will.
You gave such an important task to that child. Will he be okay?
Oh, Isak yang nyari kakek itu ya?
He'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help, so let's put our faith in him.
Ya, yang si
Besides,
kakek,
even if
ya
he's
si
caught,
bocil nyari
the
kakek.
guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen Lesser Lord Kusanali in person after
Belum
all.
pernah lihat lupa, nah, betul juga.
You got a point. Anyway, I think I see them coming. Let's head out.
Good luck.
Wah, keren-keren rencana ini. Matang lah rencananya anjir. Traveler masih dikurung.
This outfit.
Bangki.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the
Isak
guards get here,
bangki.
you pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusanali and run away from them.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I do. I'm just a little nervous.
Rupanya ini.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if that happens, we won't leave you behind.
Aduh,
You only
kasihan
need to think
lu.
about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar. Leave the rest to us.
Okay, got it.
Naida kalah red. Oh.
Lesser Lord Kusanali for helping Grandpa. We
Aduh.
won't get cold feet.
Naida coklat.
They're here. I can see the academia.
Makrin.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath and go. You can do this.
Lah siap nah lol. Wah, aku belum download anjir. Nanti lah aku download. Berapa giga emang? Berapa giga lol? Nanti aku download. Naida coklat. Ngeselin lari anjir. Naida
Why is
pesulta.
there a guard over there? Did he already
Oh iya.
run ahead?
18 cuman ya. Nanti aku download. Ajak Frasna sama Fredrik bilang download dah.
But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Sembunyi di belakang rumah. Di Garena kan? Kau download di mana? Di Garena atau di Riotnya? Enggak, kau download di mana? Di
Let's
Garena.
have a look behind the house.
Gak tahu juga kalau di mana.
What should I do next?
Sembunyi sebelah kiri.
Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Oh, Garena, oke lah nanti lah.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. What should I do next?
Punya aku sisa 40 giga lagi soalnya.
The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Tunggu tepat kabur lah.
Hey, stop! I saw you. Don't try to run.
Kenapa dia langsung lari? Kan katanya tunggu. Jelas nih bocil Naida coklat.
The guard looks alert.
Ternyata tunggu kesempatan, tapi dia kabur. Ini translate-nya salah nih.
Looks like the guard finally
Ya,
left.
SSD.
I need to go.
Rencana mau beli, cuman belum ada duitnya. Naida coklat, Naida coklat.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
Orang dipercaya itu Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
Mana gua nggak ada.
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
Ke arah Grand
The
Bazaar.
target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her.
Kan emang disuruh ke Grand Bazaar. Duh, Naida coklat, Naida coklat.
Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry, hurry! Huh? This place is... Why are you all here?
Kenapa semua ada di sini?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going on?
Rahman.
I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat?
Kusanali.
So you're not actually Lesser Lord Kusanali. Who exactly are you all?
Paman kaya.
Eremites from the
Ya agak
desert?
semua kayak menutup mata
Just
tuh
some
berubah sama
colleagues.
kaya.
Think of this as a business competition or a personal grudge. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters. Behave like the prey you are.
Oh, dikeroyok dong.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City, but mercenaries from the desert somehow ambushed?
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place has long since become our hunting ground. Brace yourselves!
Pukul, pukul, pukul.
This is odd.
Kakek brengsek.
The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Niagarbaha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guard!
Katanya paling pintar, cuma dibodohi
Grand
anjir.
Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest?
Siapa yang mau
I
ditangkap?
have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean
Semua
she's
dia hilang.
disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that
Padahal
freed her?
belum kabur Kusanali ya.
Impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so
Aduh,
I
ditipu
thought it was
dong.
your order.
Let me check.
Makan tuh Grand Sage. Pengen nabok Grand Sage itu
Lesser
stong.
Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind? Was it the report about the traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference.
Oh, ini dibukanya.
Lesser Lord Kusanali's stat. Have you
Itulah
been to
warna
the
Ida.
sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy...
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left...
No, Grand Sage.
Aduh,
I'm merely
kakek.
confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any suspicious people around. I'll go to the sanctuary of Surasthana.
Kakek mau digampar emang nih kakek.
Yes, Grand Sage.
Songong kali anjir.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's
Hilang.
impossible. There must be something wrong with my eyes.
Nah, tuh Naida masih ada. Muncul lagi.
What a comical sight, Azar.
Chino. Makan tuh.
Once
Pukul
the Akasha
Chino.
has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded Lesser Lord Kusanali's existence. She has been a wise and worthy Archon.
Sino.
Kok nggak muncul
Have you been waiting for
notifnya?
a chance like this?
Bentar
The
ya.
Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia
Tes.
to confront me.
France.
But I didn't
Oh,
expect
kau yo
it
yo.
to turn out like this.
France.
I was careless.
Thank you.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha.
Makasih yo.
You're still the same as always.
I
Oh, yang
truly
kanan
did
nggak
not expect a
yang kanan nggak
proud
jalan.
person like
Oh
you
gitu ya.
to cooperate with Alhaitham
Nanti lah
and the traveler.
ku perbaiki.
People change, Azar.
Thank you.
Admit it. The Akasha can't predict my actions anymore.
Perasaan kemarin masih jalan lah. Nanti
And
ku tes
tell
lagi
me,
lah.
What have you found during your investigation?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary.
Ajak France lah biar
of
bisa
Surasthana.
main LOL lagi.
Under
Nih.
your own regulations, even
Nanti ku Fredrik ku
Academia
ajak nanti Fredrik.
staff are
Harus
forbidden
lewat
to
web.
come here.
Oke.
No one will come to save you. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon. A
Itu
serious crime.
apa namanya? QR-nya memang ngarahkan ke web. Atau emang karena terlalu kanan ku buat ya? Nantilah ku ubah.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty in front of you, General Mahamat?
Dia mengarahkan ke web dulu. Nanti kan sama aja kok.
No.
Itu kan cara mudahnya aja tuh
I
masuk
want
situ.
you to plead guilty in front of the Archon herself.
Kalau kau bisa langsung, kau
You once
bayaran
said
pakai
that
apa
I had
anjir?
no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
Nantilah aku download. Pukul kakeknya, pukul tuh kakek, pukul.
How long do we have to wait? Paimon wants to know how things are Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while.
Jangan mikir kayak
Something
gitu.
bad didn't happen. Yeah, but aren't you scared that we might be locked up in here for the rest of our lives? Thinking about it, at least Paimon has you. We could still chat like this. When Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana, Paimon can't help but feel sorry for her.
Oh, dibuka dong. Siapa yang buka ala hitam? Oh, dia rupanya.
Here comes your savior.
Menolongmu datang.
Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us.
Padahal tadi kamu ketakutan
You
gitu.
two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tiring than whacking them.
Thanks a lot.
The best sih dia. Kapan benar dia keluar anjir? Mau pijar bahunya.
No, that's, I'll pass.
Aduh, Paimon. Gelian ya.
Are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish.
Nahida gimana?
Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed out of the academia are all taken care of. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around.
Justru
As
lagi.
long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long
Ya, Saino
time.
gimana?
So, how's Sino doing?
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so he probably does too. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. He has no choice but to obey. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Surasthana. Assuming nothing weird happened, we should have already rescued our Archon.
Wis, our Archon. Kita berhasil. Yes.
Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well.
Udah lanjut bayar 5R apa? Nanti malam.
Archon, you know?
Aku lagi libur juga hari ini.
Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Ada katanya nunggu malam aja P5R kemarin nih. Udah, aku lanjut malam aja. Rencana tadi mau siang. Cuman di Genshin lah dulu. Kita sampai mana? Sampai ini mau ketemu Yusuke. Pas mau ketemu Yusuke. Bah, aku main bentar-bentar gile. Oh iya, lupa pakai Zhongli, lupa nukar ke Zhongli. Ah, susah nih lawan bosnya nih. Santai bae, oh ya main Persona 5 tuh. Kelar tuh lagi.
Should I say it's nice to meet you?
Langsung ketemu nih.
We've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but I also need to apologize. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia
Nahida berhak
led to all
bebas.
of this. Exactly.
Bon.
We're here because you're a
Cepat
good
kan?
Archon and one of
Cepat
our
kali.
friends.
New game plus. Nanti aku kejar lah kalau misalnya
Thanks, you too.
kalau misalnya aku buat streaming bisa aja. Nantilah aku kejar kok nantilah. Ada rame bentar mah itu.
Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own body. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream.
Oh, sampai mana udah? Udah lawan itu belum? Akechi belum?
Or was only now born into this world. My concept of self has become so clear. But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued an Archon, and now she needs your help to save her country.
Oh, saya.
And the entire world.
Enggak jauh kali lah. Cuman beda 3 pelis.
Here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out. There's one
Cuman
more
kalau lama ngerjain biasa cepat kok tamat.
What is it?
Apa?
For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of
Dendamnya akan
wisdom.
kubalaskan.
As their Archon,
Marah nih bocil
I
hijau.
will make them pay.
Bocil hijau marah.
Wow, that's the
Nah, gitu dong.
standing up for yourself and not letting people walk all over you. I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the Academia is with their god creation plan. We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that false god.
Dewa
I
palsu
need to
dong.
make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can establish a direct link to the Akasha and control it. First things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me in the Akasha. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was.
Weh, balik lagi ya Retaki. Welcome back. Selamat sore.
After all, the Academia betrayed
Ketemu nih bocil hijau dah.
Iwata's trust. This might take some time. In the meantime, you should also work on your own preparations.
Dari mana aja lu?
If we don't stop the god creation plan in time, we'll be in for a tough fight.
Siap-siap bertempur katanya. Siap-siap bertempur, kita bertempur.
You might as well prepare for a fight.
Hari terpanjang.
We can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
OTW kopian. Hobi banget lu nongkrong anjir. Yusuke Makoto Futaba Haru. Oh ya 4 ya. Mementos belum. Mementos kan udah kalahnya Reaper. Kok nggak mau grinding kayak kawanku. Cuman buat save mode dia. Ini save mode apa namanya? Difficulty-nya biar apa? Biar gak bisa mati dia dipukul Reaper. Lama-lama, cuma sekali naik level banyak. Mana nongkrong gue punya? Oh, lu yang punya. Ini kopian atau warung kopi atau fotokopian? Lu nggak cerita sih? Kalau salah ada kotak sebelah sini, mana ya? Pollen warning by Mendev. Apa pollen warning? Apa tuh pollen warning? Bukan warung, fotokopian berarti kan? Ye. Hah? Tahu nggak bang gimana? Kopian di mobil, maksudnya yang gimana? Bukan fotokopi kertas ya? Bukan fotokopian ya? Pollen warning, apa pollen warning? Sekali manjat pakai ini. Nah, spesialis manjatku.
One with nature.
One with nature. Nggak ada kotak sini. Ini pelit kali. Kirain ada. Kirain ada kotak. Rupanya nggak ada.
Follow the wind.
Berarti bukan pohon yang ini rupanya berarti. Pohon satu lagi berarti. Ah, ada kan? Ada rupanya kotak ya guys. Gua nggak tahu yang mana, jelasin lah. Oke. Ada kotak guys ya. Hihi. Satu cuma kayaknya.
Time to go.
Oh, ada kulus rupanya di sini. Di mana kulusnya? Di belakang. Oh. Masa? Masa Reaper mati di turn 3 cuman? Makanya ubah difficulty-nya. Oh, itu.
The wind knows me.
Ubah jadi save. Ini tempat tertinggi akademia nggak? Sumeru nggak? Bukan ya? Buat tempat tertinggi ya nih. Oh ya kan? Dapat kan? Disperio. Iyalah.
One with nature.
Pokoknya Persona 5 Royal itu mudah. Gak kayak Persona 5 yang biasa. Tutor untuk adik-adik yang mengejar Dendroculus dan mengejar kota dan juga achievement ya adik-adik. Khususnya untuk Arataki yang mencari Primo Game itu ya adik-adik ya. Adik-adik gede-gede. Gue sewa. Nanti lah aku tes yang itu Blue Season. Kayaknya belum sih, nggak tahu kapan. Gue sewa lahan sama listrik bang, tapi mobil punya gue sendiri, meja, kursi, lampu punya gue sendiri. Oh gitu. Keren, keren. Oh, keren kali tuh anjir. Kalau lu di Batam gue datangi tempat lu anjir. Tapi kita beda pulau kan. Kalau di Batam lu gue datangin anjir. Pengen gue kunjung gitu. Ngomong langsung gitu kan. Iya, iya, tahu gua tahu. Makanya gue bilang gue pengen datang ke tempat lu kalau bisa. Lu di mana sih? Lu di Jawa ya? Kalau salah kemarin ya. Lupa gue. Udah jam berapa sih? Mau jam 5 ya? Udah sampai sini dulu lah. Sampai sini dulu lah. Udah hampir 3 jam aku streaming. Nyari makan dulu. Oke lah, makasih udah nonton. Ya, tahu. Gua udah ngerti. Gua ngerti sih. Ya. Yeah. Nantilah kalau ada waktu, kalau ada kesempatan, rezeki, hampir tempat lu nanti gua hubungi ya. Dari in game. Oke, thank you, makasih udah nonton. Journey ini nanti kita lanjutkan di ending ya guys ya. Ini udah mau ending saya kayak Archon ya. Udah ketemu Nagida coklat juga. Makasih udah nonton. See you and bye bye. Oh di Kalimantan bangsat. Itu teman gua ada Kalimantan tuh yang tadi namanya Idan di komentar. Oke, see you and bye bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sampai jumpa nanti malam. Bye bye.